Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 5 best cards under 200,000 MT here in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. When you look at the cards that are available for under 200k MT from the player market, it basically includes every single buyable diamond and below card in the game. So it gives you a really good selection of a lot of the top cards in my team to select from. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 18,000 subscriber mark on the channel. We're pushing towards 18k by the end of January, which is about 1.5k away. It's going to be a heck of a grind to try to get there this month, but would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. The number 5 spot, all 5 of these cards are absolutely incredible. There's no doubt about that. But number 5, I'm going to go Anthony Davis. My biggest and really only, honestly, complaint with Anthony Davis is that he does not have the clamps badge, which does hurt him a bit on the perimeter. He will get blown by when he is body bumping players. He has great speed. He's a good shooter with a nice release, very athletic, and an elite level defender. Not even that bad of a playmaker as well. He just mainly doesn't defend insanely well on the perimeter with no clamps. That is kind of an important badge that he doesn't have. With that being said, I don't think it's an actually gigantic deal. I still think AD is elite at the 4. I think he's one of the best power forwards in the game, and I think for his price, he is an absolutely incredible card. Very affordable as well. I mean, under 200k, 183,000 MT. All of these guys are going to continue to drop in price over the next few weeks as well, which I think is going to be really good. But I'm going Devin Booker at number 4. I am not as high on D-Book as I was when he first came out. I still think he is absolutely elite, and he is currently my backup point guard. But I do think the lack of elite defense and elite size on this card holds him back a little bit. He's amazing offensively with elite shooting and really good playmaking badges as well. Not an incredible finisher, though, I will say that. And then defensively, I mean, he's not awful, but he certainly isn't an elite level incredible defensive card either. So, which is honestly a little bit of a flaw with D-Book. Like, as much as I like this D-Book card, the fact that he's not that good defensively does kind of hurt the card a lot at times, because you kind of have to hide him defensively, and he definitely will get attacked in certain possessions. I think he's incredible offensively, though. D-Book push cross and his elite level fade, best fade in the game. Really good release as well. Just stand still. He's an incredible card despite not being insane on the defensive end of the court. So 100% deserving a high spot. And honestly, I wouldn't blame you if you put him higher than this. But for me, I put him at number 4. I value defense a lot, which is why the top 3 guys are all elite level defenders. Ron Artest being one of them. Incredible 3-and-D shooting guard, small forward option with good size at 6'7", 6'10" wingspan. He can play both positions at a high level. Incredibly versatile defensive card with Huff anchor, challenger, clamps, 94 feet, glove interceptor, off-ball pass, post lockdown, right stick gripper. He even has gold movable enforcer. So he's got interior badges and all of the perimeter badges you could ask for. All the press badges, even the playmaking badges are really solid on this card. Silver speed booster, gold blow by, handles for days, bailout and break starter also on silver. Shooting badges are pretty good. His release is awesome. Finishing wise, he's very good. 90 driving dunk, off posterizer. He's just an incredibly well-rounded card. Rudy Gay release is really good as well. One of the very best shooting guards in the game. I wouldn't blame you if you made the argument that you like him better than Kawhi. I have Kawhi at number 2 simply because of Kawhi's player build. I think gives you a slight edge over Artest. Another really good release, although I don't think it would be an argument to say that Artest's release is a little better. With that being said, Kawhi as a playmaker and a slasher, pretty similar to Artest. I'd say he's maybe a little bit better as a playmaker. Not quite as good as a slasher, although I'd say it's pretty close. Also has soft posterizer, very similar finishing badges. 5 less driving dunk, but I don't think that makes a huge deal. Shooting wise, I think he doesn't really have quite as good of a release, but I think his stats and badges are just a little bit better. Playmaking wise, I would take Kawhi probably, and then defensively, they're about the same. Player build favors Kawhi a little bit. Artest has gold movable enforcer, which Kawhi doesn't have. They both have off 94 feet, anchor, and right stick gripper. I mean, it's pretty debatable between these two guys. They're really close. They're basically the same card. Both elite level defensive shooting guard, small forwards who can shot create and slash at a pretty high level as well. And I think they're both really good. And then finally, number 1 is going to be David Robinson, simply because he is one of the most important positions in the game, and he is a top 2 player at that position right now, without a shadow of a doubt. Elite level shooter with Hoff bulldozer, posterizer, and postman technician as well. Really good shooter at the big man spot with a good 3-ball rating, but especially the release is the key for him. Not a ton of great big man releases still in the game, but David Robinson is certainly an exception to that, with a really smooth, really easy release that is just super consistent, easy to green. I basically never never ever miss with David Robinson whenever I get an open shot. That's not something I can say about every single card. I mean, y'all have seen how smoky I am in my gameplay sometimes. Not smoky with D-Rob, though. He is incredibly consistent, and he's incredibly elite defensively as well. Rebounds the ball pretty darn well. Top 2 center in the game, and I don't think it's a huge stretch to say in certain matchups he might be the best, because Wemby definitely gets dogged out strength-wise at times, and I think D-Rob does not. So I think he really can compete against any big in the game, and is just an absolutely incredible card, which is why he gets the #1 spot on this list. Admittedly, there are a lot of good cards that are not in this top 5. I will say that. I think this is definitely, we've gotten to the point where there's a lot of affordable, buyable cards. I don't know if I'd say 200k MT is an insanely affordable price point, but guys like Evan Mobley, elite level card, not on this list. LaMelo Ball, same type of thing, elite level card, not on this list. Drew Holiday, probably the best pure defensive point guard in the game at 6'5", incredible perimeter defender with really good all-around defensive badges. Doesn't have anchor, but that's about it. And then I think honestly his release is really good, and his SIGs are pretty good as well. He's not an elite slasher, but overall, I think Drew Holiday is a really good card. So he's a great card. You could 100% make an argument for him, even over D-Book on this list, to be honest. There's just so many good cards that didn't make this list. Jason Tatum, incredible card. Anthony Edwards, pretty darn good. Ray Allen isn't amazing, but there's a lot of good cards, as y'all can see. Luol Deng is a guy that I definitely considered putting on here. He's like the 2nd or 3rd best small forward in the game. Really good card there as well. And outside of that, I mean, Blake Griffin gets a really good Evo. Bunch of good budget cards in the game right now, and I will actually make a budget tier list today as well. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you go check that out. So it's just every single diamond that is now dropping is now going to be under this 200k price point. So I'd say, well, considering how easy it is to make MT, 200k MT is only probably about, if you're grinding the right stuff and taking advantage of other stuff that you can get, probably only about, I don't know, 7 to 10 hours of grinding right now. So I would say realistically, these guys are really attainable, even as a no money spent player, if you have the time to put in. I don't know. I think we got a lot of really good cards for this price point right now, and but this is my top 5 personally. I would say honorable mentions go to guys like Ant, or not like Ant, but Evan Mobley, LaMelo Ball, Drew Holiday, guys along those lines at their respective positions. But I think this is a good list. Would love to hear y'all's thoughts, so feel free to leave me a comment down in this description or down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of my list. If there's anything you would change, anybody you think that deserves to be higher or lower, feel free to let me know, and I will be back with more 2K content very soon. Again, would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. I'm trying to push towards 18k by the end of the month. It's going to be a heck of a grind to try to get there. Going to be uploading again like 6+ videos every single day, so would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe to help me push towards that 18k mark. And that is going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment like I said, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.